Fact, my day is done. We're only about an hour and a half into the market, and I hit BWV pretty quickly, pretty hard. Profit targets in place. VWAP squeeze trade. It was sort of a tic-tac-toe trade, and it was just in, out. Everything worked here. And these are the trades that I love doing. These are the trades that make the most amount of sense. There's 100 things to do out there, but this is the one that worked out today exceptionally well. I also want to give a shout out to the few mentoring students that followed me in to a private chat that we created last night. And there were a host of new mentoring students, I want to say 4 or 5, that have recently come on board. And I tried something new and this worked out, but these traders followed me into BWV, and their actual investment on mentoring got paid for today with this one trade. So shout out to those guys that are now in a risk-free position in terms of what they put up for mentoring and what they have to learn now and what they can come to expect from me as a teacher based on what we did today. Congratulations. I'm really pleased that worked out the way that it did. Tons of cash made today for our mentoring students that just joined. If you're serious about trading, serious about mentoring, serious about putting in the work, you should reach out. But BWV, this was a VWAP squeeze. We saw this thing rally right up into a profit target. And those topping tails were there. They were present. They were telling us to get out of the trade. And so as this thing started to fade, we came out of the trade. Price action has since come off. It is looking like this could potentially turn into a bearish VWAP flag right through here. I would not be surprised if this thing broke down within a moment or two. But again, BWV, very simple yet highly effective strategy that we use with the VWAP, with the 9-day exponential moving average, and historically the 13-day exponential moving average. This is not rocket science on how to find these. It's not rocket science in terms of the pattern that we're using and the pattern that reproduces itself over and over again. And the big thing about this particular style trade, and you won't hear enough about this for whatever reason, is that the reward to risk ratio on this particular style of trading is always incredibly skewed in the trader's favor. So this particular style trade has a reward to risk ratio north of 5 times on any given trade. You'll hear a lot of traders that are putting on trades, high probability trades with 1-to-1. So I'm gonna risk $1 and my upside is $1. That's ludicrous. If we're risking $1, we have no less than 5 times the upside. So that ever so important quote unquote success ratio is dog shit. It doesn't mean anything if the risk reward ratio isn't skewed in your favor. Here's that bear flag below the VWAP that I was just talking about that was looking like it's going to play out. BWV's done, but we hit it the way that we needed to, and there was the VWAP squeeze. We took it north, hit our profit target taking levels. Topping tail stepped in, and now we're bear flagging below the VWAP. This is toast. People are getting trapped. Reach out if you actually want to learn this stuff. I'm around to teach the person that is willing to get involved and be dedicated to this. As dedicated as me. If you're not dedicated, don't bother reaching out. Watch this video again. VWAP squeeze. We do it over and over again. Shout out to the new mentoring students to join me in on this trade that paid off all of their tuition on this one trade. Shout out, guys.